Little disclaimer to this video: if you really don't trust me, or you don't feel like you're not that capable at modding, and you just want to back up your files for your game, you're going to want to first go to Cemu, your Cemu folder, MLCO1, user, title, bunch of numbers, content, and copy all of these and paste it into some sort of backup folder. I have one myself, just in case something goes awry. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, Wonderful here, and welcome to a short little tutorial that I kind of wanted to do for a while. Sorry for the lack of content lately, but this is just something that I had personally trouble with, and I didn't see much videos online of how to do this. So I'm going to be teaching you guys today. This is going to be for Cemu 1.12.1, or even a little bit further beyond. As long as it's in the 1.12, you should be fine, but I'm not going to be providing a copy of Sm4sh, but you can find one yourself online or rip it from your Wii U if you want. This is just to show you that my copy does indeed work for the moment. I already do have some mods installed, but I will be showing you how to do one today. We're talking mostly about model changes, so just a different skin. We're also going to be teaching you guys how to add more skin slots, which is a lot of things that I had to figure out myself. So hopefully this helps you guys. So for Luigi, I have, as you can tell, I have 16 skins instead of the normal 8 using this method. Also, I have a few new modded skins. So yeah, just to show you that it works.
Let's
3, 2, 1, go!
So yeah, as you can see, this one's fine. Yeah, I'm not going to be playing today. I'm going to be showing you guys how to mod it. So, things that you're going to need. So this first thing you're going to want is going to be easy Css Editor. You may or may not need it, but when you do need it, trust me, it'll come in so much handy. From going to have to go into the code, it'll do lots of things for you instead of having you to do it manually. Now, this is something that you're actually really going to want. This is Sm4sh Explorer. It says Wii U only for now, but you can use it in Cemu. I'm going to show you guys how to do that in just a second. You can read past all through this. Right here is the downloaded, the download section, basically. Download the newest one, which is right here. Maybe a little bit different by the time this video gets uploaded, but it should work just the same. And of course your mod. I already have this downloaded, but you can save this anywhere really, just as long as you have easy access to it. So you're going to download that and throw that somewhere in your Cemu folder, or maybe not. I have a little Sm4sh mods folder for this. As you can see, I already have a few other mods in here, but we're going to go into this mod and we're going to open this up. I'm going to explain what all these files look like. This is usually what it's going to look like for a model change. There may be a readme or something, but you may find some useful information there. But I'm going to show you guys how to install this. We're going to leave this folder open, and we're going to go back to our other folder of this, and we're going to go back to Cemu. Now, hopefully, you extracted the Sm4sh Explorer. I already have it installed, but you're going to download the newest one, extract the zip file into your Cemu folder, then extract it to a folder. Now in here you have a whole bunch of stuff, and what you're going to want to do is click on this. But wait. So when you launch up Sm4sh Explorer, for me, I've already set it up, so it's going to come up with all the data of the game. But on the first run, you're going to have to do a few things for it to run correctly. This is one simple thing that you need to do. So we're going to go to our memory, or cache, I'm not exactly sure, but just follow my lead. We're going to go to MLCO1. Then to user, then to title, whole bunch of numbers, and then here we have our content folder. Now this is where all of the data files that we just saw in Sm4sh Explorer are held. What we're going to want to do is for Sm4sh Explorer to even detect it, we're going to have to give it a base to work with. So what we're going to want to do is copy this patch folder. It is a few gigabytes. I think it's about 2, but we're going to copy it. I already have it in my folder, of course, that we're going to put it in. But make sure you don't cut it. Just make sure you copy it. We still want it in here. We're going to go back to your Cemu folder. Then we're going to go to games. Then we're going to find our Super Smash Bros. And we're going to go to content. And then we're going to put that patch folder in there. This is really important. Otherwise, Smash Explorer will not work. This is where a lot of people go wrong. But hopefully you copy that patch folder from the folder that we got from the whole bunch of numbers content. Then we copy the patch folder and go to our actual game file content. Then copy the patch in there. It may ask you to replace some files. That's okay. Replace them. Maybe not. There may not even be a patch folder in there for you. But hopefully there is. And it just asks you to replace some stuff. So now that we have that, our Smash Explorer should basically be good to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Smash Explorer real quick. The way that you launch it, click on smashfileexplorer.exe and it'll run the program. So now we can close out its folder. We're going to use it in just a second, but this is how we're going to mod stuff. So the way that we access the model files for all the characters is we're going to go to this path. We're going to go to data. Wait, I must mention, the data, US, all of these languages almost are never used. There's probably a README file in the mod folder that will actually say whether or not you're going to be putting something in that file or those folders. But yeah, so most of our work is going to be in the data folder here. So here's some things that you can tell. The green folders mean that something has been modified in there. This is just something you know. As you can tell, I've already modded my fighter and UI folders. What we're going to do is we're going to go to fighter, because of course we want to change a fighter. And here you can see all the names of all the fighters. What we have is a model for Luigi. So we're going to go to Luigi, and we're going to go to model. As you can tell, there's a body right here, which is also green. That means we know we're go there. If this is your first time modding, the chances are that these folders are not green. They're probably just black. Almost all of the characters in the game have the exact same path to get to all of their models. So, the way that you're going to want to change one of these is that most often, if we're just editing Luigi from vanilla, you'll only see these 8 files in the beginning. And as you can tell, I've appended these other 8 files on the top. Those are my other Luigi mods. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to choose what... Okay, so this is where we're going to make a decision. Do we want to replace one of the existing skins, or do we want to append some others? Appending some others will make it a little bit difficult to mod, but it will end up the same in the end. It depends whether or not you like the original skins, or if you don't care replacing one of the crap ones. Now, more often than not, when you open up your mod file, you'll see all these things. These are all of the UI things. We do not care about them right now. This is the model. We can tell because it has this thing right here. Don't worry about that icon. That's for a different program. So what you'll probably be confused by is why this says CXX. The XX simply means that you can put whatever number you want. Meaning that if you want it to be the first slot, if you want it to be the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, you can change it. The only reason that I'm saying first, second, third, fourth, fifth is because the 0 counts as the first. So for instance, I want this to be my 5th skin. So we're going to go over here, rename it, and we're going to change it to CO5. Now, you can go over here and drag it into body. And now, if we look in here, all this is green. That means we have successfully replaced the 6th skin for Luigi. So, now that that's done, we can go back, and now we're going to need to change the UI. So that's meaning the icons in the bottom left, or maybe on the character select screen. So once that's done, we're going to go to UI, replace, CHR, and then you'll see these folders. As you can tell, they're green, and they also contain files for every single character in the game. And now there may be an exception to this if you're modding with a DLC character. What you're going to want to go to is instead you're going to want to go to UI, it's somewhere down here. UI model, nope. UI replace append CHR. And then here's the CHR for the DLC characters. But it'll be the exact same path that you're going to use, or method that we're going to use to replace the UI. I'm going to go to this folder. You'll see the CHR right here. So right here we can see the XX, XX. That's basically asking what character slot do we want to assign the UI to. So since that the UI does not count 0 as the first one, 1 is the first one. So if we made our model file CO5, that means that our UI model is going to be 06. So just like that, we're going to rename all of these. Alright, so now we have all of our UI files changed. Now what we're going to want to do is take these, we have our chr_00.luigi, 06. We're going to drag this into the chr_00 folder, signs with the same number. We're going to take the chr11, drop it into the 11 folder, 13, drop it into the 13 folder, then take stock90, which will be the very last folder, and drop it into that one. Don't get that mixed up with the chr90, that can be quite confusing. So now we should be done, except that we haven't actually put these files that we've added into the game so that I can read it. So what we're going to want to do is go to Smash Explorer, and we're going to go to directories, and we're going to open extract directory. So if we go back here into Smash Explorer, that's just going to open up our Smash Explorer folder. If you want to, you can just go back to it normally. And we're going to go to export. So we're just going to sit here. This is where our new content folder is going to get out, and it's going to make it for us, and it'll make it really easy for us. What we're going to want to do is going to go to project and click on build the mod. Click on yes and OK, and it'll do it for you. Alright, so once your Smash Explorer is done building the mod, it'll say completed compilation of the mod release, and you're of course going to go to the release folder, and here's your new content folder. Now we can close out of Smash Explorer and go back to where we originally found our content folder in the first place. So we're going to go to MLC01, user, title, bunch of numbers. Those numbers might be different depending on what version of the game you have, but here we have our content folder. What we're simply going to do is take the release folder and just drag it in. This is going to take a while, but eventually it'll say the destination has 167, or how many you modded with the same names, and you're going to click on replace files. Now you can do multiple mods at a time, but for simplicity's sake and for safety's sake, I like to just do them one at a time, make sure I don't mess up anything. Now, you can see if it actually worked. So we're going to go to Cemu. Hopefully everything should be done. And we're going to load up the game.
Luigi.
As you can see, our new model and UI is in the game. Let's go try it out.
Let's
3, 2,
go.
1, go!
So as you can see, model's in there perfectly. See up in the bottom left corner, the UI is in there as well. Alright, I'm back, and this is more of a secondary tutorial to teach you guys how to add more or append more customary skin slots onto the ends of characters. Maybe you already like the skins that you have on the characters, the default ones, or maybe you just want to add a whole bunch more. So the way that you're gonna want to do it is preliminary. You're gonna want to go to Smash Explorer. You're gonna pop open the data folder, and you're gonna want to go to param. As you can tell, I've already edited a few bits of it, and we're gonna pop open the UI and global parameter folders. What we're gonna want to do is we're gonna go to UI character underscore db.bin and extract that. I've already done it, so you can just click on that and extract that. We're gonna be putting in those exact same files, but a little bit edited here in just a second. This is where the Easy CSS editor comes in. So if you haven't downloaded it yet, you can now. So we're gonna close out of here just for now, and we're gonna go to Smash Explorer. So over here we have our extract folder, and then of course we have our data, param, and of course this is where we've gotten our stuff. So in our global parameter, we have this, and we have our UI. I already have a whole bunch of stuff in here, but you should see the icons and the series icons and stuff like this if you've already installed Smash Character Database Editor.exe or CSS Editor. This is probably the one that I've shown you guys how to use. You won't have these folders. The only thing that you'll have in here are these two things right here. This UI character.b underscore db.bin, and if you want to, you can make a backup of it. Just right click, copy it, and underscore backup. And of course what we're going to want to do is we're going to go to global parameter, copy this file, go back to our UI, and paste it in here. The way that the CSS editor actually works is it's gonna need both the UI character underscore db.bin and the global parameter menu.bin. Now, to show you guys how to actually add in more skins, we're gonna actually have to add in the models first. So once again, I have another mod in here. It's gonna be a pirate Pikachu mod. So we have pictures right here. We don't need that. We're gonna go to the mod files, skin, and then of course we have the CXX again. So what we're gonna want to do this time is we're gonna go up, get out of this folder because we don't need it anymore, or at least not for the moment. Fighter, and we're gonna find Pikachu. Right here, model, body, and here you have CO7. Well, we're gonna make this CO8. So normally, if we put in a CO8 and add the UI just as normal, the game will not read it because the game does not know that there's going to be an it file. What we need to do is tell the game that, hey, Pikachu has 9 models. So we're going to be using that CSS editor for that. We can go back to the UI. I'm kind of strolling through this because I hope you guys saw the rest of the video. Show you guys how to add in the UI. Go to replace, CHR, and we're going to do this. This is going to be our 9th file because we made it CO8 in the other. So 09. Alright, so I've renamed all of the UI files, and I'm going to drop them in just as last time. Alright, and now we have the mod, the UI, and the model files into the game. Now we need to tell the game that we have a 9th character slot, file. So what we're going to want to do is pop open either of these. I'll probably put this one in the description along with this one, but I like this one more. It's a little bit more detailed. No, I already have a backup. I recommend you do that the first time. But here we can see all of our characters, and we're going to want to find Pikachu over here. And as you can tell, it says we only have 8 character slots. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to change that to 9. And that's it. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go to File and Save. So now our UI underscore character db.bin and the global parameter menu should be edited. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our previous data folder where we extracted these, and we're going to put them back in because now they're edited to contain our new values for Pikachu. We're drop in this into the global parameter folder, not into the actual file, just in the folder. That will update it and get the UI character and drop it in there. Now we're done. We can extract our new mod using Smash Explorer to its export folder into the content. I'll do that in just a second. I'll catch up with you guys, and probably a few seconds for you, but a few minutes for me.
Free for all. Pikachu.
And as you can see, we have our new costume in, along with another slot. So if you count them in total, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. Thanks for watching, guys.